What's going on, guys? Mike here on the 2-Bit Crypto channel, and in this video we're taking a look at some of the early projects and whether you should still be getting invested in them. So if that's something you like the sound of, make sure you subscribe to this channel, give it a thumbs up. Let's jump into this one. So let's start by taking a look at the market. We are actually up 2.48% at $2.3 trillion. Bitcoin back over that 50k mark. Ethereum having a good run over 4k, and generally just a sea of green out there, which is good to see. We've had a pretty rough run over the last couple of days. So really positive out there in crypto with a lot of green. So look, what I want to talk about in this video is slightly different to what we normally do, but I guess kind of 7 tokens that I think are trending, if you like, and that certainly got quite a lot of noise and quite a lot of people covering. And I guess just what the mechanics that sit behind these tokens are, and whether you think that they're a good investment or not. Like ever, this is not financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. However, I am putting it out there. I guess tokens, I think, compete in the same space, and what is good and what isn't good about them. So you can see here on the list, we've got 7 of the tokens: Shiryo, Wolverinu, Saitama, Shibnobi, Mandox, Mononoke Inu, and Guzzler. Like I said, tokens I think are trending at the minute, and that I think compete in the same sort of space. So whether that's play to earn, whether that's exchanges, the rest of it. So let's start by looking at kind of the release dates on there. So we can see the earliest released token was Saitama back on the 30th of May, and it did absolutely nothing for quite a lengthy period of time, till about mid-September when we started to see some movement. The newest token being Guzzler, that launched on the 27th of November. We had quite a few around there. We had Shibnobi launch on the 15th and Mandox on the 26th. So quite a good couple of tokens that came out quite earlier. Take a look at today's price. So you can see the varying in terms of price, and look, that is absolutely directly linked to the token supply. So as an example, you can see Shibnobi has a huge token supply and obviously an exceptionally cheap price. Now, the important thing with some of these really big token supplies is the deflationary nature of these tokens. What does that mean? That they burn or they get rid of tokens and they come out of the circulating supply, thus increasing the price. When you take a look at Guzzler, you can see that that has the smallest token supply at only 100 billion tokens, but has no burn mechanism sat next to it. So when we take a look at the total number of tokens burned, which I think is an interesting concept, we can see Mandox, the team over at Mandox, the newest token, second newest token, has burnt 57.75% of their total number of tokens, which I think is a huge number. Followed closely by Saitama, we know they burnt 50% of them when they did, and Shibnobi at 40%. The rest of them just, not really doing anything in terms of the token amount. When we take a look at daily volume, you can see here that Shibnobi actually right now at $9.4 million, followed closely by Saitama, but Shibnobi is absolutely going crazy at the minute. We can see when we check over onto Dexels, however, it is seeing some corrections in terms of price, but absolutely, having some real run up at the minute in terms of volume, which I think is really, really exciting to see. And the rest of them just in this, a lot of them just have a normal deflationary term built into their contract. The only one that doesn't is Guzzler. And again, that's purely down to the fact that it doesn't have a huge token supply. So when we take a look at what they are about, we can see that every single one offers reflections. We can see, however, Shibnobi is offering 3% reflections, and the same as Shiryo Inu. So these are, if you hold the tokens, and my advice is hold them not on a centralized exchange, but on a wallet. You can see you're getting 3% from Shibnobi, 3% from Shiryo Inu, but every single token, and this generally themes through community tokens, you are gaining reflections for just holding the token. So your token amount will get bigger depending on transactions. So you think about Shibnobi as an example, 3% reflections based on a $9.4 million daily volume is a good amount of tokens. Here's the interesting column that I think as an investor you want to really understand and look at, particularly when you're looking at these huge token supplies. So these are the burns. How much of the transactions, or how much of each transaction that goes through, do those wallets either go to burns or they go into tax? You can see again, Shibnobi up at 5% in total number of burns, and obviously 40% total burn, with the smallest one being Mandox and Saitama only at 2%. But again, they burn a significant amount right at the very start. So obviously some of these will start to catch up, or we've got 4% in Mononoke and 4% in Wolverinu and Shiryo. We will start to see them move, but it all depends on this daily volume part. The market in wallet is interesting. So again, as an investor, I would be looking at this column here and thinking, if 5% as an example in Mononoke Inu and Shibnobi and Wolverinu is going into a marketing wallet, am I seeing that amount come back in marketing? What does that look like? So as an investor, that's where I'm looking at. And then charity, right now, the only one that has it built into the tokenomics is Mandox. And I've got a video on Mandox, so go and check it out on the channel, but it's a really exciting project right now. So they're the kind of 4 things that every token does. And as an investor, I'm going to be looking at to make my decisions. Let me know in the comments down below which one you are in or which one you are thinking to get in. Again, this isn't financial advice. This is just an overview of, I guess, probably the 7 tokens that I think are really trending right now over on YouTube. That's going to do it for this video, guys. If you like the content that you get on this channel, we have gone through that 1,000 subscriber ban. But think about going over and follow me over on Twitter. My hashtag is @2bitcrypto_YT. And likewise, if you're not subscribed to the channel, 88% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed. So do me a favor, click that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one.